going on and how you can fix their problem.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is you want to identify really quickly, like, what actually is going on. And so what their situation is. And you do that through the financial inventory sheet. You do that through figuring out, hey, where's the problem that I'm about to solve, right? And so for that client that Isaac had this morning, he had left the conversation. He had got most of like the medical questions without actually asking who the beneficiary is going to be. We hadn't even figured out who we were solving this problem for. Like, why did the guy even want insurance? You know what I mean? So we need to make sure we identify what is the reason why you want insurance. And the way we do that is by asking those questions. Like, hey, what was the main purpose? Some people do this, when they have a death in the family, when they have a medical scare. What is it for you that kind of got you thinking about insurance? Gotcha. So, and then dive a little bit deeper. We talk about going levels deep. So when that happened, when you had the death in the family, did they have life insurance? How did that go? Or if they didn't, did you guys have to like pass the hat around and collect some money and try to raise funds for the funeral and all chip in? I bet that wasn't fun. Right? Gotcha. Cool. So I guess basically what you're telling me is the main purpose for you is that you're trying to make sure that that doesn't happen in your situation, that you have something put in place, that if something does happen to you, that they're not going to have to do that. Am I on the same page with you? Is that making sense? Perfect. I just got them to tell me exactly why they want it, and they just sold themselves on why they want it. Why it's so important. Because of past experience, because they don't want that same thing. Does that make sense? And how and where we do that?
Start asking questions, the power questions based on needs.
Just in the inventory sheet, find your pockets. There's different pockets in the inventory sheet that you can start asking these questions, right? While you're on the inventory sheet, it's not meant to be an interrogation. It's meant to be like, hey, this is how I get to know, this is how I kind of build some rapport. I don't need to build the most amount of rapport. Like that's foolishness. Like you need to build a little bit to gain trust and credibility, but you don't need to be their best friend. You need to build a little bit so they understand like, hey, I'm a professional. I'm gonna make sure that, because here's the other thing, Luis. How am I, or how are you supposed to recommend an insurance product if you don't know my situation? What do you think?
What happened?
It's pretty hard, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to, I'm gonna be your advisor and recommend that you get this $25,000 policy, but I don't even know really your entire situation, right? So the other reason why we ask good questions and we ask questions all throughout is so that way we have a good picture of their situation so they feel confident enough to accept our recommendation for coverage, right? We've done enough job to understand them so that way we have the right and the basically authority to give them a suggestion on insurance. But if we've not asked them enough questions and we just like run straight to, I filled out all this health questions and so now what can they get approved for? Where should we go? Like most likely you're gonna get a fake smokescreen objection like, oh, I'm not gonna give you my social, or oh, I'm not that interested anymore, or oh, I'm not. Like that's gonna happen if you didn't do a good enough job in the inventory sheet. The inventory sheet is where you either make or break your sale. Inventory sheets are where sales are made, not at the end. A lot of people think like when I go to close the deal is where I'm actually gonna like that's where I make my money. No, you make your money when you're asking the questions in the inventory sheet. That's when I know right then and there if I have a sale or if I have a deal.
Okay.
So work on that, and the best way that you can do that is what they were talking about today on those calls is asking questions ahead of time, right? Getting in front of whatever might come. But the way that you do that best is number one, just get to know the person that's in front of you a little bit. Figure out what their reason behind all this is, what they want to accomplish, what you're trying to do. And then just the best way to handle objections is just to repeat it back. Or the best way to handle like making sure that somebody like doubles down on what they want is just to repeat it back. Like it's like sounds crazy, but like when somebody hits you with an objection, just repeat it back to them.
Like,
Hit me with an objection.
Nah, I don't know. I don't want it.
You don't want it? What do you mean? You don't want what? What is it that you don't want?
Nah, I don't know. I just don't feel like it.
You don't feel like what?
That makes sense.
Right? I'm putting the ball. It's like basketball where you bounce it back and forth, right? I'm bouncing it back to you. You're gonna hit it to me. I'm bounce it back to you. But I'm in control of that ball going back to you because I know like what's gonna come back, right? We never want to put ourselves in a question where we don't know the answer to, which is why we want to be the one leading those questions and leading the conversation. A lot of new agents get in the like rut of like they get down a rabbit hole, but they don't know the answers to what's about to happen or the questions that the client might ask. So here's the best way to do that. Don't put yourself in a position where you don't know the answer to the question. Instead, you just ask the questions, right? And insurance is super simple. We don't have to overcomplicate it. Like, what's the main purpose and what's the main goal you're trying to accomplish here? Like, what was the main thought? Who are you trying to protect? Right? Just keep asking questions like that, and they're gonna sell themselves. Like, we don't have to be some crazy like salesperson to sell insurance. Like, insurance is very simple at its core, right? It pays out when somebody passes away. Some policies pay out while people are alive. Policies are either going to expire or they're going to be permanent. There's insurance, right? Our goal is to figure out why they want it and then solve for that, and then find a plan, an insurance product that's actually going to fit a budget that makes sense for them, not so that it's going to be out of budget or even under budget. Sometimes people go under budget and people want more coverage, right? It goes both ways. What else? What other questions you got for me? I think these are good.
Let me see what I got in my notes that I got from there. Questions. I don't think I got like more questions. I think that was it, because I was just like trying to think like how to go around this, how to go around talking to them, because like that they're telling me this and that, and I'm trying to input it in my script.
Here's the one thing, and a lot of people do this when they're brand new, so don't think like you're the only one doing this. People will hear certain things, right, from certain scripts, and guess what then they try to do? Do exactly what you just said. They want to put it all together. Guess what happens? It starts to be like a Frankenstein script, and it doesn't work. So you want to just follow the script and know the frameworks behind, if I get this, I'm going to say that, right? Know your objections. Know that I'm going to be the one asking good, solid questions to find out why somebody needs insurance. You should know before you put the client on hold to look at underwriting, you should know what the why is for that client. I'm going to give you a scenario and you tell me why I need insurance. Let's do that game. I'm 25 years old. I have no health concerns. I'm single. Why do I need insurance? I'm not even like sick.
Is it for you?
Yeah. I don't have a family or anything.
Okay. Are you trying to be cautious?
For what? I'm not gonna die. I'm healthy.
So you never know.
Why would I need insurance?
Maybe he's very cautious. He's a cautious person. He likes to have things ready. I don't know.
No, I'm not. I'm telling you, I'm not cautious at all.
Really?
Yeah. I don't even think this is important to me.
Why are you applying for it?
I just wanted to kind of see what the prices would be.
Well, he's the youngest he'll ever be, and the healthiest. So it's pretty smart. I don't know.
Okay.
It's pretty smart.
Yeah.
So
applaud
like
him
you
for that.
could get the cheapest right now, and if he waits later, you won't have it. You won't have the same price.
Yeah, it's a good why. Here's my answer to that, and I would say it like this. So, and you're going to be the young, because you are young, right? And let me ask you this, Luis, are you the main income earner? You're the only income earner, I should say, because you're single and you're the one making the money? Am I safe to assume that? Okay. So if we were to lose your income due to an illness, a sickness, a disability, God forbid something happens to you that way, we'd most likely be in some trouble, right? Because you got some reserves built up. You got about, what you told me was about 3 months worth of bills, 4 months worth of bills saved up, but at some point you're going to run out of money, right? So what we're doing today is we want to make sure we lock in a plan that if something, God forbid, does happen and we lose your income, you get money paid out to you. Does that make sense? Is that kind of what you're trying to do too? What I'm understanding?
Does make sense.
Okay, perfect. That's their why. Okay, I'm gonna give you another scenario. Married person, and they have a husband and wife. It's a husband and wife with kids. What's the why?
What type of coverage are they going for?
I don't know. What's the why though? Doesn't matter.
Maybe they're just looking after their kids. Maybe they're looking out for the kids. Maybe is the husband the policy owner?
Eliminate the word maybe.
The wife?
Eliminate the word maybe out of your vocabulary from here on out. We don't maybe do anything. It's not possibly that. It's eliminate that word. Like that's not a thing in insurance. We know exactly. Why do I need insurance if I'm got a wife and kids and I'm the main income earner and she doesn't work?
Possibly to take care of it. Really possibly. it's to take care of his wife and kids when he passes away, so they don't gotta worry about the house income.
Boom, perfect. There you go.
Yeah.
Easy, right? Something happens to him,
Yeah.
she's taken care of with the kids, right? She doesn't work, he does. So no brainer, right? Got it. Cool. Now it is an older couple, and they husband and wife, and they're in their 60s. Why do they need insurance?
Husband and wife.
They each get retirement and Social Security, about $4,000 a piece. Why do they need insurance?
Is their house paid off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if one of them would have passed away, they would have the funds to properly make a funeral ceremony for them.
Ask me.
Hmm?
I would probably start with asking, like, hey, what was the main thought process of why you guys needed this?
I mean,
right?
I asked about the house.
Right.
They're like, yeah.
Yeah, house is paid for. Okay. When you guys are filling this out, what was the main purpose behind what you guys were trying to accomplish? Just ask. Right? They're gonna tell you what they're gonna sell themselves. Ask them, why did they want information about this? And then if they're like, oh, I just wanted to see prices, okay. Who's gonna be the one that's gonna be picking up the pieces? God forbid something does happen to you. Who's the one that's gonna be, paying the bills, getting that stuff in order, doing, the funeral, who's that? Who's in charge of that? That lot fall on each other, or is that gonna be like one of the children? Like who's that gonna be? Oh, it's gonna be one or the other. Okay, gotcha. So I guess and let me make sure I'm on the same page with you. You want to make sure you have coverage in place. God forbid something happens to one or the other of you, that the other person is taken care of. We've got enough money to cover any funeral expenses. Maybe leave a little bit of money if we can, and then take care of any debts or outstanding things like that. Am I on the same page? Is that what we're trying to do? Now you know their why. See how I'm digging out the why by just simply asking them. Like, what was the main reason why you wanted this?
So what's the reason of? Okay, I think so. So like, ask them what type of coverage, and then see.
Don't ask them what type of coverage, because they're not the professional. You're the one that's gonna tell them what type of coverage. You just want to know why they want coverage.
Okay.
You tell people to tell you why they want coverage, they're gonna tell you they want $1 million for $50, and that don't work,
Mm.
right? I want a Bentley, right? And I want to pay $250 a month for it. Guess what? Ain't gonna happen. I don't get to pick what I want and pick the price. Like if I go into a home, you know, for a realtor, I'm not like, hey, I want that $1 million home, but I only want to pay $1,000. They're gonna be like, yeah, kick rocks, dude. But a lot of times we allow people to tell us, hey, I want $200,000 of coverage and I only pay $100. If they can't tell the realtor that and they can't tell the car dealership that, why do they think they can tell you that? Because we let them tell us that a lot of times. We're like, oh, okay, let me see what I can do. Never say that. When you tell people like, oh, okay, let me see what I can do, guess what that does? It sows a seed of like, I possibly can get this in their mind. And we never want to do that to people because you know right then and there that that's not a possibility. So all you did was discredit the ability. So just say no right away. And not in a like rude or jerk way. Be like, hey, so the insurance companies, they're gonna let you do one or the other. They're gonna let you choose either how much coverage you want, or they'll let you choose like kind of the budget that you want to be around. They very similar to like the way the cars and like homes work too, right? Like at the end of the day, like those are the prices, and it's all state regulated anyway, so it's not like, you know, it's the same thing with gas prices. It may be a couple cents cheaper down the street, but it's generally going to be right around the same thing. It's all state regulated. That makes sense? So like what budget kind of, because it sounds like you're more budget conscious, what kind of budget were you thinking you wanted to be around, and we could find the best coverage for you? Good?
Nah.
Cool.
Never said, let me see what I can do. Oh.
Yeah, no, I didn't never say what you can do, but never when somebody says like, hey, I want to be at $150 a month or $150,000 in coverage for $50. Don't be like, well, let me see what I can do.
Okay.
Like maybe, but like,
I don't know.
like the possibility they might be able to get that, but I would lend towards like, hey, so the way that the insurance companies work, it's all state regulated, so they're gonna basically, you're allowed to choose one. Unfortunately, you could pick how much money you want to spend monthly or the amount of coverage you want. You're not able to pick both of them, right? Because they're the one. It's either the price or the amount of coverage. Which one's more important to you? Is budget more important, or is it more important for you to have $150,000 of coverage? For most people, it's budget. So we can find something that makes sense. I'll get you the most bang for your buck. I promise you that. So hang tight for me. I'll be right back on the line. Boom.
Whoa.
What else?
You practice with the whys, but
the whys. You need to make sure you know exactly why somebody wants insurance at all times. Gotta know why. If I don't know why, it's gonna be hard to sell them insurance if you don't know why they need it.
Yeah.
Cool. Good work.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right.